Hi guys, Chris here. Hey, listen, my last two videos did really well, and I want to thank you so much for commenting, especially liking it, sharing it, subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that. So keep doing that. That's wonderful. And thank you for your comments. You know, I put these things up, and when somebody tells me that it gave them hope or it gave them something, a new viewpoint or something like that to help them in life, I'm so thankful, because that's the whole point and purpose of this whole thing here. I want artists to go out there and art. You need to art. So anyway, yeah, so I wanted to also address, of course, it got a lot of attention, but it also got some haters, which comes with the territory. I have yet to have a viral video or something like that, even in life, successes without having some haters come out of the woodwork. And I think you've watched the video about how I started in painting, and the malignant stalker and gang stalking and car burning, burn my car, the letters in the mail, all that stuff. You know about that. So I have a little bit of experience along that line. And someday I'll do a whole video on exactly what happened, but it's a long and not really fun story. Anyway, I've done a lot of observation and like I said, experience dealing with them. So I will tell you, I have another video channel on YouTube called Super Savvy Travelers, and we have been in business for the last 5 years. We bring people over from Europe and America to buy houses in Italy. And the channel, we've got about 30,000 subscribers, which is not huge, but it's big enough to start getting some really nasty haters. And I was talking to my coach, Marla Diane, who you all probably know by now. And she said, with everybody that she's talked to in this social media age, the minute they start getting attention, they start getting these nasty haters. And just like clockwork, it happened on this video because the video was popular. And there you go. So first of all, let's address who these haters are. They are people obsessed. They see your light and they have to crush it. It's a mental illness. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. They see you succeeding. They see your light. They see you helping other people, and they have to crush it. It's... I'm not going to diagnose them mentally, but let's just say it's pretty sick. So there you go. And know that in the age of social media, which now, if you want to do anything, you really have to use social media. The good news is, I'm running a few Facebook ads for not very much money, and for the last few weeks, and the number of impressions I get, the number of reach I get are in the hundreds of thousands. So when you're getting that kind of attention, not all of it is going to be welcome and positive, So with that said, social media is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you're getting millions of people seeing you, but on the other hand, you're getting millions of people seeing you, and you're putting yourself out there. And artists specifically, they put their art, their soul into their art. Their heart and soul goes into their art. And then you're giving it to people here. And if they have a razor blade, they could just chop it up. Only if you let them, but you can protect yourself. So here's a couple of tips on dealing with critics. And, basically people who chime in on the channel, a lot of times, okay, well, this and that, and this and that, and you this and you're that, and, that kind of thing. And it's always, a lot of times under the guise of helping you, because you don't know how bad you are. So right there is a red flag. They criticize in the name of help. Did you know that you're doing blah, 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 on the channel? And you're like, I edit my own videos. I think I know what I look like, So in a nutshell, if you're getting haters, good on you. You're doing something. You're getting attention. And attention is what sells your art, puts it out there so that people who really do get helped by it have access to it. So keep that in mind. Now, responding to the critics. First of all, the answer to that question is, how do I respond to a critic who criticizes my art or myself? You don't. You don't. Why not? Because you didn't ask for it. If you asked for it, you could accept it or reject it. Even if you ask for somebody's opinion or advice, that's no guarantee that you have to accept it. If it doesn't make sense, you can reject it. It's totally fine. But if you didn't ask for it and people come in and go, you really should do this, or, your art is this, or blah, 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 blah. How would these people like it if we came up to them in the street and said, you know what? Those jeans make your butt look really big. What were you thinking when you bought those? you should go to the store and return them. And whoever at the store sold them to you, they are not your friend, because those jeans, they're just horrible. How could you even wear them outside? It's the same vibe. Did she ask me for my opinion on her jeans and her butt? No, I would never do that. And yet people think it's okay to come up and go, you paint too many tigers, or, you really should do this. It's very off-putting if you blah, 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 blah. Now, what are these people really trying to do? They know they can't harm you. Some of them can. They can burn your car. We found that out. But most of them are too afraid, too scared, and you're a threat to them because you are doing something powerful. They cannot have powerful people around them, because if they were powerful themselves, they would destroy everybody in their path, and they think you would do the same thing. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to covertly destroy you. They're either trying to get you to do yourself in. They're definitely trying to get you to stop communicating. Please stop doing that. Stop doing it. You need to stop, right? So, and the mechanism is really quite simple and very, very nasty. How do you know if somebody's trying to do that to you just in daily life? Well, when people make a comment to you, or somebody makes a comment to you, and your attention, which is normally out there in the world, it's on the person that you're talking to, it's on the people that you're going to talk to, it's on the future, it's on the good things, it's all, your attention is out. That's where it must be for you to be in present time and to do what the things that you need to do and react to the situations that arrive. What happens is they make a comment and immediately your attention goes inside. What were you thinking when you did that? I don't know. What was I thinking? Well, let me go back and see. What was I thinking? The only answer to that question is, I was thinking that I'm doing the exact right thing at exactly the right time. Thank you very much. That's your response, because that is an effort to introvert you. And when you're introverted, you're not communicating. Your attention has to be extroverted for you to communicate. So if they do that and you walk around all the time going, oh, it gets so bad that you're afraid to make a step because you're afraid somebody might criticize you. Oh no, what if I do this and somebody doesn't like it? What if I offend somebody by something I say or do? What if somebody doesn't like it if I, dress a certain way? What if somebody doesn't like my art because there's too much red in it? That is very, very dangerous. You should look at stuff in present time and just put it out there. It's your communication, nobody else's, okay? So that's the intention. So whenever you are walking around in life or dealing with people, and the minute your eyes go into your head or back in the past, or you start looking at yourself going, oh, I hope I did this right, A musician's another thing. I mean, I got to a point when I was a musician, before I knew all of this stuff, that I was afraid to do anything. I mean, I was afraid to make a mistake. Somebody would point it out, and there was always somebody there ready to point out my mistakes, even perceived mistakes. Some guy actually told me, he goes, when you hit that F on the bass, it didn't really work. The F? How many Fs did I hit in a 45-minute performance? As a bass player, I played in the key of F a lot. So of course I'm sitting there going, which F was he? What song? What song is in the key of F? What F did I hit that didn't work? He made it up. He doesn't know an F from a hole in the ground. So it can get pretty bad to where you're looking and trying not to, and all of these things. And if you're living like that, you need to go through your people in your life. Make a list of them and see, even write it down. How did you feel after the last interchange with that person? Did you feel uplifted? Did you feel empowered? Did you feel inspired? Great. Did you feel introverted? Did you feel sad? Did you feel hopeless? Did you feel like you're never going to make it? That's something you need to look at and systematically distance yourself. Now, they may be family members. You can't maybe cut them off, but you can certainly put a little wall of distance between you and the people that criticize you. So that's how I respond to criticism. Also, another point on social media is your social media channels are yours. They are your community. They're your communication. And feel free to ban people. You have to do it to protect yourself, but you also have to do it to protect the people in your community. I have several social media channels. I have All About Italy on Facebook. I have Super Savvy Travelers. We have Instagram. We've got all these things. And I've got my whole art social media thing. I ruthlessly ban people because it's my living room. My social media channels are my communication, my group, my community, my guys, you know, and I'm their guys too, okay? I would not let somebody come in my living room and chop me up into little pieces, introvert me, criticize my art, and upset everybody in the room. I would throw them out. So throw them out. Get rid of them off your channel. It's not censorship if somebody comes in and criticizes you or creates trouble and drama and crap. Just kick them off your channels. I do it ruthlessly. And I'm telling you something, after living through what we lived through, you know, in Calabria with the stalker and all of that stuff, and mostly the online bullying and the online trashing our reputation just really, really got bad. I did do criminal background investigations on these people, and I'm telling you something, the criminals that do this are very, very criminal. I mean, we found stuff that made our blood run cold. I mean, one of them, crimes against children. I knew the way this guy was so sadistic. I knew he had crimes against children. So I asked Pete, I said, can you do a background investigation on him? And guess what? Not only did he have crimes against children, he had a laundry list of all kinds of crimes against children, against people. It was bad. So just know that these people are not your friends. They're likely criminal, at least maybe borderline criminal. But if you started checking into their background, you can find out some very interesting things about these people. And I have a rule in my life that if you leave me alone, we're fine, okay? I don't do anything, right? But the minute you start attacking me, the minute you start lying and defaming and harassing and bullying and all that stuff, I suddenly become very interested in what you've been up to in the past. So you can make your choice. You can come in and harass and annoy and criticize everything else and get exposed. Or you can just leave us alone and let us do the wonderful things that we're doing. There you go. It's that simple. And a little bit of ruthlessness in this game is actually quite important and very, very useful. So it's a game of survival out there, and you guys are doing it. So keep putting out your art. If you're starting to feel hopeless or anything else, just keep creating, keep doing it. It always is going to get better. And for those going through a rough period, there's always a better time ahead. Always. There you go, guys. Hope that helps.